Kittl just launched a brand new feature which is available starting today, and it is going to be an absolute game changer. Whether you sell on Etsy, Shopify, if you do print on demand, or really any business that has a product. That brand new tool is the ability to make AI videos from your photos. For example, I have this one here that I just created in seconds within Kittl. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make these, how to get the best results, and where to leverage these for your business. The first way to do this is to start with a pre-existing flow, which I had done a tutorial on last week if you want to go check that out. But Kittl now has brand new templates and flows that include video creation. So we have this flow, and I will link this template in the description below if you want to edit this template here. But what you're able to do is add in your photos of your mockups and create more mockups, and in the end also create a video. So with this flow right here, you can replace some of the existing designs here with your design. If you are doing a front corner pocket shirt, you can do a hat. If you would like to make your hat look embroidered, you can upload your design right here, and then you can remove this secondary design if you don't like it. So let's say, for example, on this one, I'm going to remove this X. Well, now you can see that I've replaced this with two hellos, and I just went and hit on the smartboard here, and I just re-rolled this. So I hit generate again with the existing prompt that was in there, and then I got this design right here that actually looks embroidered, and I can go in, and if you want to change up some of the prompt, you can go ahead and just change some of the wording to get what you would like. Let's say you're doing a t-shirt mock-up and you wanted to use this style or this model right here. You can go ahead and upload your designs. You can get rid of one of them as well if you only want it to be on one corner pocket. Again, you can adjust the prompt, and then once you actually go through rolling the smartboards with your brand new designs, you get brought to this right here called the start frame and the end frame. And really, these are just renamed smart boards. So there's nothing special about these two right here, the start frame and the end frame, but you do need both if you have a specific video style in mind. So you can see right here, this is a smart board. I can just double click it to change the name, but we have this start frame and end frame. And now if I click onto the model video here, what I'm able to do is actually just click on the prompt below. So you just click on the smart board or the smart video name, and at the bottom here you're going to see this prompt. You'll also see we have both the start frame and end frame in this already, and you can see the actions. So from 0 to 1 second what happens, from 1 to 6 second what happens, and let's actually watch how this video turns out. So if this is a design style or a video style that you could see yourself using, whether that be in your Etsy video, for social media, for Facebook ads, for Instagram ads, for a TikTok video, there's so many different use cases for this. You can come into this prompt here or this flow here and use this whole flow. Or if not, you can also just come in and just grab this prompt so that you can bring this over and reuse this prompt in other files of yours. But maybe you don't like this style, this doesn't fit your brand, you actually want to start with your own photos and start from scratch. Well, let's do that together. So let's say I have this image here, which I created in a previous video as a website banner, but perhaps I wanted to make a video web banner. Well, all I have to do is click on the artboard name here, so artboard 10, and you're going to see this little purple dot show up on the side here, and I'm going to click on that purple dot, and I'm going to go to AI video. You're going to test this first without creating a last frame because this is optional. And then I'll also show you how to create an ending frame and how to connect them together if that's the route that you want to take. But in the AI video prompt here, I just said make her point to the whiteboard with a ruler while slowly panning into the shirt design. And then I'm going to take a look at the settings down here. You can see under the different models that there's two VO 3.1 fast, which just gives you the video result quicker and it's a bit cheaper versus if you're going for higher quality, I would go with the VO 3.1. And then the next setting that we have is the aspect ratio down here. You have two that you can pick from. You can always crop your video later. So I would go with the one that is closest to what you're trying to get. But because I want a banner for this one, I am going to use this 16:9. But say you are creating something for TikTok or Facebook ads, perhaps the 9:16 is better for you. And then we have the different length of video. For this one, I'm going with 6 seconds, and then you can choose to have audio or not. And this one, I'm not going to have audio. And let's see what we get with this generation. So this is the result we got from this prompt. I did roll it a few times to see what we got. Here's another version of this that we got, very similar. She still has the 2 rulers, which I don't love in this one, but I love the zoom that we got on this one. And in this one here, I changed the prompt to just say a ruler in one hand. And this one I think is probably the best result that I got, which I think would look awesome for a website banner or anywhere that you plan to use a video. But what happens if you do want to use a last frame? You have an idea in mind of how you want this video to start and end. Well, either you have both pictures ready, so maybe you already have a picture of the front design and the back design, but if you don't, you can just stay within the Kittl ecosystem and use their Kittl AI to create that last frame. Like this, for example. All I did is click on our regular photo, and then I hit add smartboard, and then I used the Nano Banana Pro prompt, and I said show the back view of this photo. And now if I'm happy with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this image here so that it's actually an image. I'm just going to make a brand new artboard as well, and you can do that by hitting A on your page here. And I'm just gonna make sure it's the same size as my one up here. One quick way to do that is to just copy the artboard actually. So I'm just going to hit Option on my keyboard, and I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to drag it down. And now I have 2 identical size artboards. And then I'm going to delete the photo on this one and then bring in this secondary photo here. And now I don't need this smartboard. And now to be able to create a video with the first and last frame, I'm going to click on the first artboard. Again, click on the purple dot and go to AI video. And before I roll that, what I'm going to do is go down to the second artboard here. And instead of clicking on the purple dot, I'm just going to hover over it. And then I'm going to drag it upwards until they look like they connect together. And you'll know if you did it right when you hit the AI video, and you'll see that now you have both images in here as the first and last frame. And for this prompt, I'm just gonna put, make her turn around to show the front and back of her shirt, and then let's roll that one. And now here is the result we got for that one, which I think turned out super good considering the images kind of weren't lined up that well. But you can see she walks and turns, and now the scene changes to match the first image and the last image. You wanna get even more complex with this? You can keep going. And while the images or videos might not be connected, you can put them together in an image editing software, but you can keep generating different videos that all line up because you know what the last frame looks like. And now you can use that last frame as a first frame. For example, here I use Nano Banana again to create another image in which now will be the last image. And what I'm going to do is hit the artboard, the middle one again. I'm going to click on the AI button, and then I'm going to go to AI video and do the same thing now with the final artboard here. I'm going to drag up the arrow, and now I can create a second video that starts where the last one ended. This is the result we got from this one. So now if you wanted that longer video that kind of has scenes, you can go ahead and clip these together because they are seamlessly lined up. And here's another quick sample of another one I did starting right from a Printify mockup. I used the Nano Banana to create an image of someone wearing this sweatshirt. And then I created an artboard that was smaller so that I had the right dimensions here. And then I created an AI video. There you go. This one just zooms in to the design because I want to use one like this for my Etsy video. Keep in mind, yes, these do cost AI tokens to create them, same with images, but Kittl is the one place where you can both do these crazy image generations with multiple different AI models and now also create video, which you would have to pay for so many different types of AI platforms and models to be able to create these different types of images along with video. And now you can just do it all together in one platform and keep it together. I, for one, am so excited to be creating some fake UGC videos to try running ads with. And I've seen already many people using these types of slow-mo images or videos of their design turning or zooming in as their Etsy video to catch people's attention when they're scrolling. If you want to test Kittl and as well play with the AI video, you can get Kittl at a discount in my description below, and I'll also pin it to the top comments. Let me know what you guys think of this and if you're as excited about it as I am, because I seriously think that this is a game changer. I already use Kittl for everything, so now it's just expanded even more my use cases in which I can use Kittl. And as always, if you learned anything from this video, please drop a like and subscribe. It's how I'm able to make these videos for you guys, and it means the world to me, so thank you.